just such a gorgeous, peaceful morning here in the cottage garden by the sea. To think where I was then. Hello lovelies, how are you all doing? I hope you are well. I absolutely adore this time of year in the garden. We're going to get on with things in a second, but I'm just having a moment of reverie because, yeah, I kind of think of this as the sweet time in the garden. We're coming towards the end of July, and all the madness and the freneticism of the beginning of the season is done. So all the seed sowing, the thinning, the pricking out, the potting on, the lugging bags of compost, they're filling up pots with compost and modules with compost, riddling compost, getting the beds ready, weeding, planting out. It's sort of non-stop, isn't it, from sort of March onwards. And it's all done. And although, and I'm sure many of you are quite possibly ahead of me in terms of harvesting, but I'm getting a few little bits and bobs of harvest, but it's nothing like what will come later on as we get into September. And again, we have that sort of madness time where we're tending our gardens, weeding, watering, harvesting like mad, and then we come home and we're spending hours in the kitchen chopping and prepping and preserving all our gorgeous bounty. So yeah, this right now, sort of last couple of weeks of July, first week or so of August, it's the sweet time. It's time to, yeah, we're watering all the time. I think we might be getting a bit of rain in a week or so, but we're watering, tying in, but we're just doing those really gentle, quiet, slow jobs. Bit of weeding today. It's a really lovely time to observe our plants, be with our plants, stroke them, touch them, talk to them, sing to them, whatever you do. Just give our gardens and our plants a heap of love. Let them give it back and enjoy this little momentary hiatus of, I don't want to say it, I don't want to jinx myself, but of calm and pure appreciation for where we've got to so far and the anticipation of hopefully what's to come. Right, I'd better get on and start giving my plants some love. I'm going to do some hand pollinating. I've got a brush for my cucumbers and courgettes, and one for the squash. And let me tell you what's happened with one of the squash. So these are uchikikuri squash. They're all uchikikuri. This one's actually sent off another branch under the bench, and I can see that there is a little, I can't see what you're seeing, hang on a sec, there is a little fruit that's formed on one of them. Right, open flower, let's have a tickle. Excuse me, I'm just spotting. You're a male flower. Oh, that's a male flower too. I want to get pollen from male flower to put it into a female flower. You can tell when it's a female flower because you'll see the swelling behind the flower that is the fruit to come. So I'm mentioning it because you remember I saw the little fruit down here. Well, hold on, take it off. It shriveled and died. It obviously wasn't pollinated. Sorry, excuse me. The thing with the squash plants is they will generally put out a male flower first. They'll put out male flowers. This one that's going to open soon, and this one, that one's already been and gone. I can see that they are male flowers. So they'll generally put out a male flower first, just to test the water to see if there are pollinators around, rather than wasting energy putting females out if there are no pollinators. So there are two more fruits on this one forming. Sorry, upside down. Now the problem with the one where this one that's fallen off, I couldn't get to the flower before the flower shriveled up. So yeah, I need to be out here every morning keeping an eye and making sure I can get to the flowers as soon as they open. Okay, so only male flowers at the moment, but I'll give them a little tickle anyway, and hopefully that will make them think that I'm a pollinator, I'm a bee or something, and it might encourage them to start to put out female flowers. Let's go and see how the courgettes are doing. I thought I'd just show you this one quickly before I move over to the courgette. So this is where the one that had started to develop fell off from there. And you can see, if I do this, can you see there's one there and another fruit here. Their flowers have already fallen off. Oh no, that one's flower hasn't. So actually, let me take you off the tripod a second. Get you much more closely in there. So this one's flower hasn't opened, so I'm going to keep a close eye on that. And the minute it opens, start pollinating it with some of the male flowers. And then you can see here, 2 more fruits are forming. So yeah, keep a close eye, and the minute those flowers open, dive into, that's a male flower there. And also in the middle, there's tons more male flowers coming. I've just got to be on it in the next few days. You know, one doesn't have to do this hand pollinating. And the fact is, I've got masses and masses. Let's go to the courgettes. I've got masses and masses of pollinators in the garden. So where the abellia is starting to flower. See, it's such beautiful, tiny wee little flowers. And you can see they're sort of longer and skinnier, so this is always covered in bees, hummingbird, hawk moths, etc. So I don't lack for pollinators, but just whether they've been in or not. Right, the flowers are open, let's get in there. Yeah, what I was meaning to say with the abellia flowers being open, yeah, starting to open, and there being plenty, that's a male flower, there are plenty of pollinators around. It's just, are they getting into my, see, look, you see, lovely lot of pollen there. Are they getting into my veggie flowers? Okay, I don't want to take all the pollen, I want to leave some for the bees, but I did just notice, hoorah, oh gosh, you formed quickly. Yay! Oh, sorry plant, didn't mean to flop you over. You've got a bit of a wonky stem. And, oh, do you want to have a lie down? My plant wants to lie down. I'll prop it up in a second. And then, oh, a couple more forming in the next door one. Let's just prop you up because you're a bit drunken sailor there, aren't you? Do you need a pebble? What? Oh, I think I need to get a pebble, or will a brick help? Hang on. There we go, let's get your flowers facing upwards so the insects can see you. Good. Okay, well, first courgette of the year. Lovely. Okay, oh, actually, while we're here, I think the cucumbers need a bit of attention and a little bit of help from Plant Mama. Just before I get on with the cukes, I'll give you an update. Oh, the Verbena bonariensis has come for a cuddle. The bean plants. I'm not sure how much you're going to be able to tell from here, but that's the top of the pole bit was coming up. And now they've started to come down, 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 hanging there. I reckon some bits, can you see, just faintly outlined there. Oh, they've got to be over 8 feet now. But now that they've come down, I could just nip the tops out and say, right, focus your energy now into pod production. And even as I speak, there's a lovely large bumblebee going around and having a scoff. on the lovely gigantes flowers. Such lovely flowers. So bright. Oh, and look! Can you see the first little pods forming? It's amazing, isn't it, when you see this little teeny tiny pod, to think of the huge, huge beans that are to come. Beans bigger than my thumb. Okay, let's go and... You really do want to cuddle, don't you? Let me just untangle you a bit so you can be upright. There you go. Be upright near your friends. Right, the cucumbers. So, well, as you can see... Oh, let me come the long way around. Since you last saw them, they've grown masses. I mean, in the space of a couple of weeks, they've gone 1, 2, they're on the 3rd rung of the ladder. But I also noticed one in here, sort of flopping around, doesn't know where to grab. Let me just bring it this side. Oh, and look, little cucumbers forming. So, yeah, I want to get them up, apart from anything, so the pollinators can get in more easily, and hopefully get all these little fruits pollinated. So I'm going to give them a bit of help, just a little bit of help this morning. Yeah, that one's going off up the wall, see what it can find up the wall. I mean, they've done great. They've romped away. I'm hoping that for the first time ever I might have cucumbers and tomatoes at the same time, hence the really, really late sowing and planting of the cukes. As I'm sitting here, I don't know how much it will pick up on the audio on this, but I'm just continually hearing the sound of buzzing. It's gorgeous, as well as squawking. Squawking, buzzing. That's a really good sign. The other day, I don't know what prompted me, I found an article online. Anyway, whenever I do my tomato cares, so it's definitely been a time for tomato cares, I often notice afterwards I can feel quite itchy. My hands, my skin feels really itchy. I had some allergy testing done when I had that awful chest infection. I dropped my string. So I know I'm not allergic to tomatoes, but it did make me think, you know, I was really, 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 scritchy, scratchy, scritchy, scratchy. I need to tip you down so you can see what I'm doing, sorry. That's where I'm working, can you see that? Yeah. Whenever I've done the tomato cares, I'm really, really itchy, scratchy. If I'm having that kind of reaction after doing tomato cares, should I really be eating them? Are they possibly irritating me? So I did a bit of looking up. Apparently it's really common. And no, it doesn't mean I should stop eating tomatoes. It's purely the hairs on the leaves that are irritating me. So if any of you have had that and have worried that, right, where's your next door neighbour? Just trying to separate them a little bit. Oh, sorry, you've attached yourself to a gigantes. Yeah, if any of you have had that and worried that with that level of itchiness, maybe you shouldn't be eating tomatoes. Well, according to the article I read, you're fine. You're fine to carry on eating them. Oh, there's quite a tangle of them. They might even be a little bit taller than I first thought because... Oh, and another little fruit. This is what I mean about this kind of sweet time. It's a time to sort of just quietly, gently observe where the plants are at, what they're doing, to recognise that one or two of them might need a little bit of help, not too much help. I kind of like the idea of them doing it all for themselves. It's just in such a tiny garden where I'm really, well, as you know, I've crammed so much in. Just give them a little bit of help so they get a little bit of space just for themselves. There you go. That's number 1, 2, 3. Where's number 4 gone? Are you number 4 is heading down to the soil. Yeah, you definitely need some help. Let me hook you there for now. How many did I get in here in the end? Oh, it was 6, wasn't it? Because the spare one, number 7, went next door. Don't know how it's doing, haven't caught up with them. Yeah, there you go, my precious. Whoopla. Just enough to guide it, and then it can use its own fabulous little tendrils to cling on. The gigantes behind it have gone mad. Oh, let me bring you back up. You see, gone absolutely mad. So, I'm too late on that one, but every now and again I look through, this one's come right on the front. I've been sort of teasing them and easing them onto the back, but that one, I've lost the battle. Oh, do what you want. Find yourself a space and be happy. Right, these last 2 are a stretch. I'll do them off camera. Let's just get you there. Good. Focus on your beans, please. Do you see what I see? Yeah! My first tomato is just starting to blush up. I've never known Gardener's Delight blush up this early in the season. I think it's just a reflection of how hot it's been. I've mentioned Gardener's Delight and their sort of ripening times on a few occasions before, but to reiterate, they normally do ripen quite a lot later than most other varieties, or a lot of the common varieties. I've had to wait sometimes to sort of middle end of August for them to ripen, and the reason I've mentioned that in the past is because if you get blight, if you're in a blight prone area, then grow something else as well as Gardener's Delight, because by the time they ripen, blight could have ripped the whole lot out, could have wiped the whole lot out. So if you're growing something like, so many of the cherry tomatoes will ripen really, really quickly. But Gardener's Delight, well, I don't think I've ever had a red one in July before. Woohoo! Just spotting others that are just starting to turn, just beginning. One over here. Can you see? Let me go around and point to it. Can you see this? Oh, get me shot at that one. Oh, that's very happy making. The bird bath is needing topping up on an almost daily basis. Yeah, keep an eye on your water stations for your birds and insects and top them up. And what I do is This one is from 2 nights ago, so I alternate them. Put a bit of water in the watering can, leave it out for at least 24 hours, and it just, people call it gassing off. It just lets some of that chlorine that's in our water gas off, so there's less in the water, and then I can top up the bird's bath with clean water, but slightly less chlorine in it. Of course, one job that's never done, tomato cares. But I hope you can see, this is the ones that were looking so poorly when I planted them 9th, 10th of June, so they've been in 5 weeks. Honestly, I thought, for a couple of weeks, I thought I'm going to just take them all out and put all my spare brassicas in here, just have a brassica bed. I'm so glad I didn't though, because they seem to have come back. They seem to be sort of holding their own. But what I have noticed is with the trusses, especially the lower down ones, so the first trusses that appeared, they've got on them, they're much smaller trusses. So the fruits are getting bigger but much smaller in number. So for instance, that one's only got 3 fruits on it. I think that one's got 5. This one's got 5. This one's got 4. So whatever went on with them, and I'm still completely, gently, I'm still completely at a loss. It seems they've recovered, but that initial shock of whatever happened to them looks like it's affecting those lower trusses. So as I come up, say with this one there's 5, and then 2, 4, 6, looks like 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they're starting to normalise as they come up. Whatever happens, I'm going to get fruit from them. Yay! And more than that, I'm going to have the enjoyment, the utter enjoyment of looking after them all summer. Like I say, this is tomato cares. It's a job that's it's just never ever done. But I'm glad of that. I always say I don't need an excuse to garden, because it's a joy to be out here. But if ever one did need an excuse, tomatoes are the perfect one. What I do need to do though, today I'll go through all the tomatoes again. I mean, I literally did them about 4 days ago, but I'll go through them again. Once they're done, then I'm going to turn my attention to the soil and to the weeds, because actually let's sit for a second. Yeah, I'm going to turn my attention to lower down, because when I was watering a couple of nights ago now, when I'm watering, because I focus on each plant rather than just, I was mentioning this before with the hosepipe, when you're willy-nilly just going, la la la, what's going on in the world, whatever. Really focus on each plant and focusing on the base of it, getting the water right to that plant, to those plants' roots. And while I'm doing that, I noticed, I'm starting to see a few weeds appearing. Excuse me, I don't know why I've got a tickle today. Yeah, I'm starting to notice a few weeds appearing. Nothing too much, nothing too hideous. But now's the time to give them a good going over today or tomorrow, within the next few days, because what I don't want is to leave them and think, I'll do it in a couple of weeks, or I won't do it at all, and let those weeds go to seed. Because if they go to seed, those seeds go everywhere, I'm going to have quadruple the problem next year, if not quadruple. What do they say? 1 year's weed seeds is 7 years of weeds or something. I can't remember the phrase, but yeah, I want to tackle my weeds now before they go to seed. We all need to be doing that, don't we? But also that time when I'm watering, it's a really good time, because once I'm pointing the can or the hose, whatever I'm using, once I've got that pointing at the base of the plant, it's a good opportunity for me with my other hand to turn leaves over? Am I getting any aphids, green fly, black fly appearing anywhere? I think I spotted a couple of little bits of black fly in the gigantes by the cuke frame. So yeah, take those moments to turn leaves over, have a look. Also take those moments to just simply enjoy your plants. I know watering is a real chore, especially on an allotment. I know, I've been there, I remember it. But if you can turn it into a time to almost meditate on your plants and enjoy them, but also check on your plant health, check your soil, yeah, you can kind of make it a 3-for-1, as it were. Your watering session becomes so much more, and hopefully by becoming so much more, it becomes a bit more pleasant and less of a chore. But I know it's still a chore. Right, what was I doing? Oh yeah, so I'm going to get on with tomato cares. I've got a little list. I'm feeling a bit, it's Sunday morning and it's so quiet. Feeling a bit soporific. Oh, the rose needs tying in too. Sometimes what I just need to do is sit and look around, and then it reminds me of the jobs that need doing. Oh, also, right, I'll finish in a second now. I'm just seeing out the corner of my eye my next sowing of lettuce. They're all coming up. They look fine. Let me just grab, you can have a look. Oh, quite a lot of water in there from last night. Hold on, from last weeding session. I don't want to tip this all over myself. Can you see? Yeah, they're all up. They'll form nice little plugs. I have in the meantime, I've had 2 lettuce bolt. Oh, which variety were they? Oh, I've forgotten. Was it a Frise type? It's a very pale green one. Sorry, I've forgotten. But it was both the same type that bolted, so I thought, oh, okay, they're a bit less resistant to bolting. So I hoiked them out. So I'd watered the night before, and then it was the next day around about noon, 1 o'clock, that I noticed them. I'd come out here for my lunch, and I thought, oh, okay, I'll have them out. When I pulled them out, gosh, the soil that was on them was so dry, even though I've been watering. I think my soil drains pretty freely here. But I think that's the main thing with bolting. Well, 2 things you can do. One is to make sure you're keeping everything really well watered, which I'm trying to do. But the other is to think about, is there some way you can shade them from the most fierce of the sun? Whether it be, you might have net tunnels, the dark green shade net tunnels I used to have on my allotment. Even if it's a case of, you know, you've got a garden parasol you can put over them, erect some, you know, hang a tarp in your garden, whatever you can do. So a little bit of shade and well watered ought to help ameliorate that issue with the bolting. Some are going to go anyway, but otherwise they're doing okay. I think I've got about, I was going to say I've only got about 2 weeks of lettuce left. I might have to make them go to 3 because these ones need to come on, and it reminds me I probably need to get another sowing done pretty soon. Right, alright lovelies, thank you for hanging out with me in the garden on this really lovely, quiet, sunny morning in July during the garden sweet time. Boy oh boy, ain't it just? Alright lovelies, until the next one, please take care, and aside from the chore of watering and the chore of weeding, do try to enjoy your gardens, give them a bit of love, and just wait for all that love to come back tenfold. Until the next one, cheerio.